Thanks for being here tonight. So welcome to today's webinar, Boomtown 2040. Austin's real estate market has been really hot, and we heard so many good things about the city of Austin, but why should we invest in the city? With more than 150 people moving to Austin every single day and our population doubling every 20 years, now we are here to present today's webinar, Boomtown 2040. Boomtown 2040 is a promise to look forward, and it's a year of Central Texas stories dedicated to explosive growth in Austin. So now let us start the Austin Boomtown 2040 webinar, look ahead to city development, hotspots, and opportunities. So we have invited two panelists for today's Boomtown 2040 webinar. Lin Yuan is the founder of Real International. She started her real estate investment since 2000 and founded Real International in 2009. Lin is the Certified Commercial Investment Member, CCIM, and a recognized expert in Austin real estate industry. She has been focusing on residential, commercial, and real estate investment strategy. Many out-of-state investors came to Austin to look for investment opportunities. She is always the one that people find most trustworthy. And she will share a lot of Austin real estate market information with us. James Shea, being a city commissioner for 3 council members and 2 mayors, including the current mayor, he knows Austin's future and growth in real estate market more than anyone else. He will be sharing some inside information from the city of Austin and let us know about Austin's future growth, where will be good spot to invest and look into. Jamie is also a real estate investor himself and maintains a portfolio of investment properties, uses his personal experience in helping others find, purchase, and maintain investment properties, also has experience as a general contractor and construction administrator. So today we will cover 4 big topics. So overall introduction of Austin, we have a lot of out-state investors, Austin real estate market update, and also the growth vision and strategy, the city's development hotspots, and the most important, where and what are the opportunities. So we're gonna open the Q&A session after our webinar. So if you have any question, just type in your question under the Q&A chat box. So Lynn, can you introduce Austin for us really quick?
Sure, thank you, Cece. Good introduction. So we know there's some of the audience here never been to Austin. So I do a quick intro here. Austin is the state capital city of Texas. Of course, you all know has a well-known college here, UT Austin. From economy perspective, Austin is a huge technology city. We all know Austin being called Silicon Hill. The major technology company, Google, Apple, Amazon, other IT companies are all having their major representation here. Lots of Fortune 500 company headquarters here. So Austin's known for the technology hub. And you all know it's also good for a startup too. 60% of the VC in Texas started from Austin. And also, you all know Austin known for a cool city, right? Lots of events, a very diverse lifestyle. The millennial concentration, the population is the highest in the United States. It's a young population here. And you also know the diversity here, right? So regular city has 30% of a college graduate. Austin has 44%. Highly educated, young, vibrant. The city have a lot of energy, bringing lots of technology people. So you read our article on that, there's so much introduction about Austin. So
Yeah, and I wanted to add, I mean, so I've been here since the later part of the 80s. I went to University of Texas, so I've seen the growth here in Austin, and just want to touch upon about why I think everybody wants to come here. I mean, a lot of it is the amazing beauty of Austin. I mean, it's got the lakes, it's got parks, there's a lot of outdoor living. In addition, I mean, the music, you know, people call it the live music capital of the world. Film, right now, there's a lot of, you know, the film industry is coming over here. And then the other big things on the global scale, we have Formula One. One of the only places in the United States that Formula One is racing is chosen as Austin. And the next big thing that right now, we have a Major League Soccer stadium being built here in Austin. Yeah. So this is on the world stage. And so the culture and the lifestyle of Austin is amazing. I think that's what the main foundation of it, and why everybody comes, and it's continuing to enhance Austin.
Right. And people already ask me the question, why Austin? Why are we investing here? I say, if you had to pick one city in the United States, why don't you pick the #1 city people want to live, which is Austin? Like #1 for years. What mistake could you make?
Yeah. There's something for everybody here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Lynn and James, for introducing Austin. So, James, can you tell us about the tech companies over here? So Austin is called Silicon Hills. So why is that?
So when we look at the overall United States, I mean, at first it was all about, you know, California, Silicon Valley over there. And here in Austin, we started to attract a lot of the tech. I mean, it started from, like, you have Dell, you have Intel that was here, you have Motorola, and that was kind of the beginning, I would say, kind of the pebble in the, you know, in the lake. And then from there, it creates a ripple effect, and we have more and more tech people coming, and the connection, especially from the creative community here with Silicon Valley. And so we started attracting more and more other companies to come to Austin. And when you look at this, what's amazing, when you look at this group of businesses here, a lot of these, if you look at the S&P, if you look at the Dow Jones right now, a lot of these companies here are the ones that are hitting their highs, their 52-week highs. And that's something to tell all of us that amid the current climate that we are in, Austin is creating a really healthy and strong economy, you know, that's set for now as well as into the future. So it's a great place to invest.
Right.
You know? And I want to touch addition to this, on the other side is also, you know, my wife's a physician here, and we've been always kind of looking at the whole, the medical part side of the medical industry. And over here, we have pharmaceuticals, we have biotech. But what amazing thing, like, for instance, we have a medical center. We look at Houston, there's a medical center, and it includes just all along a street, all these different research and, you know, and clinics and hospitals. Well, we're starting to have that here in Austin as well, along the I-35 corridor. You have Brackenridge Hospital, you have Dell Children's over there at Mueller, and right in between that, you have St. David's. We have Seton nearby. And then the most amazing thing is UT started its medical school here, which is going to start bringing research. So once you have research and you actually have hospitals, you're going to start creating an incredible growth of, you know, of
that's that. One of the hotspots we're going to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah. One of our projects.
One of our projects there too. Yes, I agree.
Okay. Thank you, James, for that. So with the population projection, actually in Austin, we have, as I mentioned before, we have 100 people come to Austin every single day. So that means 55,000 people per year. And Austin, with the population growth, actually Austin ranked as #1 fastest growing US metropolitan areas. So the question is, Boomtown 2040, how does the city planning deal with so many people coming into Austin? So everyone, please just keep in mind about this. We will have the answer for you in the following webinar. So then we got a lot of investors from Allstate and also in Austin as well. So their question is, during COVID-19, how is the real estate market in Austin?
Yes, thank you, Cici. In Austin, what we've been experiencing for the last 3 months was we don't see the slowdown, right? So we do see slowdown of listing, meaning we don't have a seller right now because 40% of sellers decide to not sell the home. They want to hold off to that. And the builder also slowly released their production because they got production delay. So almost 40% of homes now listing, but the buyers are out there. We already mentioned 150 people a day moving to Austin. What are they going to do? What are they going to buy houses? So the buyers are there. Last month when I did this webinar, we were talking, we have 2 months inventory. As of now, guys, we only have 1 month inventory. What does that mean? Okay, if there's no houses coming on the market, all the Austin will be buy out within a month. Now you can see the prices are going up. People are putting multiple offer on property. One of my staff member, I feel hard for that because 2 property we made an offer, they're multiple offer, okay? More than 12 offers in 1 property. So we see the market is now slowing down. It's really growing because both in Austin, demand also from all out town.
And we know there's so many news about the Austin real estate. So can you tell us a little bit about the recent news?
Yes, recently, what we're seeing is not just people moving in to live, because people work from home, they can live anywhere. They pick the best city they can find, which is Austin, to relocate. Also, the companies driving that too. Last year, we saw Amazon decide to put their distribution center in Austin. You know why, right? Austin is in Texas called Golden Triangle: Dallas, Houston, East, and San Antonio. So Austin is the middle of it, heart of it. So Amazon strategically put their distribution center in Austin. Company like Tesla, right, decide to come to Austin, explore the opportunity just because of low cost, easier jobs. So we definitely see a lot of company moving as well. So that create a lot of attention for commercial real estate needs, residential real estate needs, and a growing number of opportunity for investment.
That's great. And another popular question from the investors is actually what's going on with the interest rate right now, and it just has a huge drop. And why is that?
Yeah, I think people read a lot of news, right? Quantitative ease, all the pumping the money to the market. So I mentioned that before. For 2008, we've seen the 30-year interest rate drop to 3.8, which is the lowest. In this cycle, our prediction is a mortgage rate going to drop down to 2.5, 2.8. We already seen that. Some of the mortgage warehouse is already start offering that. From our recent transaction, our investors start getting rate below 3%. So that means our capital cost is lower to getting the property under contract. That also means appreciation is coming in, inflation appreciation coming in real estate. So if you understand the yield between what you can get on the cap rate on the commercial and the interest rate, we create a great opportunity here with a low mortgage rate.